When your genital is moistened, there is the high Hello friends, welcome to the YouTube channel. To my returning subscribers, thank you for coming back, and to my new friends, thank you for stopping by today, and please don't make it your last. I am Nurse Precious, and on this channel providing informative and authentic health tips and also encouraging you to maintain a healthy lifestyle is my priority. Kindly subscribe to the channel if you haven't so you don't miss out on our uploads. The bladder is a very essential organ in the human body, and I noticed that the bladder is rarely talked about. So today I have brought you health tips, or let's say healthy bladder habits, that I would love you, my friends, to practice in your daily life so that you will avoid whatever kind of infection or problems that might have to do with your bladder, to maintain a healthy bladder throughout your lifetime. So keep watching. The bladder, as a very essential part of the renal system in the human body, or the urinary system, is a hollow muscular organ. It's hollow and it has muscles in it that helps in urination. It serves as a temporary reservoir. When your kidney has finished producing urine, the urine transports itself through the ureters and stores in the bladder. And the bladder can carry about 300 to 400 ml of urine before the pressure increases, which now leads to urination. So, and the bladder, I can say, like, it looks like a balloon when it is filled with urine. So that is what the bladder is. It is a hollow muscular pear-shaped organ in the human body, and it is situated in your pelvic region, depending on if it is empty or if it is filled with urine. Number one healthy habit for the bladder that I have for you today is use the toilet as soon as possible, or as when needed. Immediately you feel pressed, do not hold your urine back. Ensure to ease yourself immediately, because holding the urine for too long when the bladder is already distended and filled with urine can cause the bladder to lose its elasticity, and this can also weaken the bladder muscles, exposing you to infection and also many other bladder problems. So I would encourage you to ensure to ease yourself immediately you feel pressed, either in your sleep, maybe in the office, or wherever you find yourself. Just find a very convenient place to ease yourself, to avoid bladder infection and to avoid weakening your bladder muscles by storing urine in there for too long when the bladder is filled. Tip number 2 to the healthy bladder habit is be in a relaxed position when urinating. For the ladies that normally sit on the toilet seat when easing themselves, it is proper that you sit down in a very comfortable position, like be relaxed. And for the men that do stand when urinating, also stand very comfortably, like stand erect, to help you relax your bladder muscles. Because when your bladder muscles are relaxed while voiding urine, it helps to empty the bladder as it should be without leaving any leftover urine that might cause more complication or make you frequent the toilet. But 4 is, it is important that you clean up after urinating, especially for the ladies. And it is important also that if you're cleaning up with the tissue paper, maybe when you defecated also, but who uses tissue paper these days? I think a lot of persons use water after defecating, but it is advisable that you clean from the front to the back to prevent transferring gut bacteria from, if you wipe from the back to the front, into your urethra. So ensure to wipe from front to the back, especially for the ladies, so that you don't carry bacteria from your anus to your urethra, which can cause a whole urinary system infection, not just the bladder, if you carry this infection from your anus to your urethra. So wipe from the front to the back to be on the safer side. This number 5 tip, I know that you must have heard it over and over again, but I'm here to remind you that after sexual activities, it is advised that both the man and the woman should urinate, because sexual activity might carry infection or bacteria that are not supposed to be in the urethra from your vagina to your urethra, causing bladder infection, urethral infection, kidney infection, a whole urinary system infection. So I'm reminding you again today, if you've not been practicing these habits, ensure to practice this habit of urinating after sexual activity to prevent any bacterial infection in your urinary system. The tip number 6 on healthy bladder habits is carrying out pelvic floor exercises like the Kegel exercise. This exercise is done by contracting your pelvic floor muscles, like the muscles at your genitals. When you contract it, you sit down, you can stay in any position and carry out this exercise. This Kegel exercise or other pelvic floor exercises helps to strengthen your bladder muscles, and it also helps you to hold urine in the bladder, like when you have sudden urge to urinate, or when you cough or sneeze or laugh and your bladder is filled up. It to prevent this involuntary leakage of urine from the bladder, and it also helps to strengthen your bladder muscles. This pelvic floor exercise also helps to prevent bladder infection, because when your bladder muscles are healthy, you'll be able to pass out as much urine as possible. There will not be any leftover urine in your bladder, which can lead to infection. So ensure to carry out exercises, especially the pelvic floor exercise, to maintain a healthy bladder and an infection-free bladder. When your genital is moistened, there is a high chance of bacterial growth there. That is why tip number 7 is encouraging you to purchase cotton underwears instead of the linen underwears or net lace underwears. Cotton underwears is the best for you because it helps to absorb sweat. It helps to keep your genitals dry, which prevents infection. Also, wear loose fitted clothing that will help exchange of oxygen air in your genitals. When you wear tight clothes, they can compress your genitals, and also there will not be any free flow of air there. That is why tip number 7 is encouraging you to buy cotton underwears and to also wear loose fitted clothing. Tip number 8 is drinking enough fluid, especially water. Water intake cannot be overemphasized because water has a lot of health benefits. Water can help you pass out a normal concentrated urine, which is a part of healthy bladder habits. And I know that water intake depends on your physical activity, your health, because people with kidney failure or heart failure will not drink too much water, as it will deteriorate their health. But you, as an individual, drink the amount of water that suits your body size, your activity level, and your health, so that you will maintain a healthy lifestyle. That is why I'm here to encourage you, my friends, to know the amount of water that you should take depending on your health, your activity level, and your body size, so that you will pass out the amount of urine you're supposed to pass out to prevent any bladder or urinary system problem. Tip number 9 is avoiding constipation. A person is said to be constipated when there are hardened stool, hardened feces in your colon, and you begin to force yourself to defecate. This is constipation, and you can prevent constipation by taking enough water, staying physically active, and eating food that are rich in fiber to help easy bowel movements. Because when you are constipated, the rectum applies pressure on your bladder, which prevents the bladder from expanding. And when your bladder cannot expand, you'll not be able to void the normal amount of urine you should void. It makes urine to be retained in the bladder, which can cause infection. So avoid constipation by drinking enough water, eating food rich in fiber, and staying physically active for a healthy bladder. We've come to the end of this video on healthy bladder habits. Please and please ensure to carry out all these simple tips that I have shared with you today to maintain a healthy bladder, to maintain a healthy lifestyle in general, and also share this video across your friends and family to pass the knowledge to them. If you enjoyed watching the video, kindly hit the like button, share your thoughts in the comment section, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't at this point. Please subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care of yourself. Bye.